Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and to the 500th video of this channel. We're gonna unbox the brand new Jeep Willy, 1941 Jeep Willy from the RLC Hot Wheels Club online. So we cut the tape on the first box. We see the second box. We still don't see the number. There, you can read that if you want to pause the video. We're met with more tape. Cut that tape. And as you can see, it has some wrap so you can't see the Jeep to protect the glass. Some background picture there. And there's the number, 8411 out of 20,000. And I actually have another one, which is 19,448. So the higher number, I'm not gonna touch. And this is how it looks on the bottom. It took me a while to get all that rubber band off. You can see it has a Phillips screw. Well, it looks like a Phillips, but it's actually like a cheap version of a Japanese standard screw. I've talked about this in the past. You can see the windshield, you could put it forward, and it has a triangle screw in the back. And here, this is where you adjust the suspension. As you can see, if I loosen the screw, the suspension gets higher and softer at the same time. To compress it, I hold it down, tighten the screw. Here we go again. And you can see how it expands the suspension. I think this has got to be one of the most complicated Hot Wheels I've seen. And it does a pretty good job on flexing on the rocks. This is the triangle. I don't really know the real name for that. TA 1.8 is the measurement. So I do the back screw. You have to do the suspension screw all the way. It's not gonna come out. See, and then you pull the whole thing, and the headlights are hooked in the front grille, so you got to be careful with that. I really can't imagine how the people in the factory put this together. They must have had like a jig or something. The next step, you can see the shovel is plastic. You have to slide it out of the way because it's holding the seats in place. Then you can find the way to take it off. You can see the nut is in there, but it comes off. You're gonna need it to come off when you're gonna put it back together. Here's the dash. So the dash is a separate piece. The roll cage is a separate piece. I tried to get it off, but I couldn't. I really can't tell if it's plastic or metal. I believe it's metal. It's pretty much glued in place. That's the seats. And this is the casting. You can see the winch is a separate piece. It's held together by another screw. Japanese JIS is a proper name, Japanese industry standard screw. I've talked about this in the past, where if you have a cheap Phillips screw, all you have to do is sand down the tip so it's kind of flat and it doesn't strip the screw. The windshield is plastic. You can see you could just bend it and remove it. So the glue they use for that roll cage is pretty good. How about a Silverado Hot Wheels with this chassis? Okay, so putting it back together, you can see there's longer springs. The longer springs go in the front, and the front thingy there that looks like the shock absorber, it also has a notch which align with a slot on the base. I had to use a little bit of glue just to keep it in place, because they will fly out. And then to put it back together, you put the dash, the seats, the shovel, and then you hook the headlights in the front like so, and using something to align the shocks there. There's a hole in the back where they fall in. And then you just snap it back into place and install the triangle screw. I don't know if that screw has a proper name. I call it the triangle screw. I really don't. They must have had like a jig to put this together, because without me putting that little bit of glue to hold the two shocks in the front, it would have been nearly impossible to put this back together. Now I'm just gonna adjust the suspension, and there it is, fully built back together. It's really nice that Hot Wheels did such a complicated car, or Jeep in this case. And there's a red version coming for, I believe, next year. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Remember to subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get notified of any upcoming videos. Peace out.